this is classic flute crimes here.
Stop! First up, we are reacting to ATEEZ.
ATEEZ. Actually, I haven't heard very much ATEEZ.
I
haven't heard any of their songs.
Oh, this is quite the introduction then.
Can I do the introduction for this? Do you have a script?
Yes.
Can I read it? All right, ready?
Okay.
Action!
We are now reacting to ATEEZ's 4th Japanese single, Birthday. The lyrics celebrate a fearless, high-energy lifestyle where every day feels like a special occasion, filled with parties and bold self-expression.
Whoa.
They emphasize living unapologetically, embracing chaos, and making each moment a personal triumph. The song is composed by Eden, Olander, Maddox, Dor, Pepperoni, Olive, and the lyrics were co-written by ATEEZ members Hongjun and Minji.
Wait, I know.
Mingi.
3, 2, 1, go!
W intro.
Ooh, I kind of like this logo. Ooh. Ooh.
Bro got the Hogwarts letter.
Is that a part of the actual? Okay.
It's kind of giving Beauty and the Beast table. Oh.
Oh, flute time.
Whoa.
They got the Halloween progression going on.
All right.
Oh, he's the one.
This music video is tripping me out.
That must have been so funny to film.
Oh, this part's really syncopated.
Yeah, wow. There's a lot going on in the beat right now.
The sample is interesting.
Yeah.
I like this
Flute
little
sound.
flute
Yeah.
little sounding thing in the back. That's so cool. Whoa.
Modulation.
Was that a tempo?
Modulation. Yeah, it had to be.
Is that a metric modulation I heard?
Wow.
Are you hearing it as 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2?
I'm hearing it as half.
That was slowing down, and now it's back. Okay, we'll have to re-listen to that.
Maybe it was just halftime.
Ooh, I liked that transition.
They transitioned in and out of it very well, I think.
What is that? It's like not a mandolin, but it's like some sort of weird string instrument that I've never heard.
Oh, it's definitely.
The rhythmic stuff in here is so funky.
How do I get a job being a red guy in a K-pop music video?
This is such a party song though. Like
Yeah.
they've really embodied the party vibes here.
Oh man, the production on this is so cool.
A lot of clapping.
I think the build-up leaves a little to be desired though, compared to everything else. Sweet.
I like him. I think he's fun.
What? Where did? I thought we were gonna get final chorus, and this is not final chorus.
Yeah.
Well, is it? Huh.
Ooh, hard end. Okay. All right. All right. All right.
All right.
All right. All
All
right.
I heard the flute at the beginning and I was like,
Let's take a listen.
Go back,
Let's take a gander. I was like, ooh.
Wait a second.
I kind of, that sample was kind of hot.
Blah.
It's like, blue, and then there's like so much reverb on that too.
But it's not major. Wait. Oh.
It's like pentatonic, I think.
Ish.
It's like a sus.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I had no idea what to expect after that. So I was
Yeah.
like, this could be
I wanted the flute
anything.
to
And then they
come
were
back.
like, drop down!
Yeah!
Yeah, I was trying to listen to this the whole time. I didn't really pay attention to the instruments as much. But at the end, I heard like a vibra slap in there and some sort of like wood sound. I think it might have been like wood rim knocks or like a wood block or something. I'll re-listen again.
Oh, so you were paying attention to the rhythms rather than the timbre.
Yeah, I was
of
paying attention to
instruments?
rhythms and like
Whoa.
the vocalist.
Okay, what's a vibra stop?
Slap.
Vibra slap.
Driver slap. Is that
My
your
favorite instrument.
Okay, okay.
You want to talk about this?
I can talk about my favorite instrument, yeah, of course. It's like it's a little wooden box with a metal part where you hold on to, and then a little wooden ball. You hit the wooden ball, it sends vibrations through the metal rod, which then vibrates the wooden box, which has little metal things inside of it that vibrate up and down, creating like a quick like woodblock sound almost. Like
Wait, I can find a video. What am I doing?
this video.
And then you're gonna strike the ball.
That was like 5 minutes of explanation to just say you just hit the ball. I just overall like kind of the orchestration of it, which was pretty cool.
The flute was there though, like
was
kind
there.
of throughout. It was like peppered in, but it wasn't that. It was. I'm not sure if it was taking from that lick or there's maybe more to the lick, and then that purveys into the instrumental in the background.
Oh,
Yeah.
was that it again?
Yeah, that's the flute again, or the fluty thing. But it goes with the chord progression. Yeah, there's like those ornaments too.
Bloop.
Bloop bloop. And it's so interesting because that part it's so exposed.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh.
And I didn't even notice it the first time.
It's just that sort of like party like it's no tomorrow, like recession
Yeah.
pop kind of thing, you know? Where it's just
I don't
like,
think we're doing it justice, like sitting here watching it on an iPad.
Right, we need
But I
to turn
think
off the lights, get the
turn off
lights
the lights,
flashing.
get like the lights on.
The
red
and
solo cup.
crowd of
Strobe lights,
people.
yeah, yes, yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about the metric modulation.
Yes.
Don't we? Also, I think I have a crush on this guy.
Which one?
The one with the funky hat.
Funky hat guy?
I think the guy who did the rap in the
That's
metric
leader
modulation.
Hongdoon.
I also was really trying to like keep track of the tempo so I could see if I could figure out a modulation, but I don't think I could.
There's a vibra slap.
I hear it now, yeah.
This is just fully a tempo change, right?
And then they retardando after that.
Sorry, I was trying really hard to stay steady.
Yeah, right back to the roll tempo. So I think that the tempo change is a 3/2, but they retardando into it, or they like add extra space somewhere in there. It doesn't like line up if you're like tapping, but it almost does.
So you couldn't quite call it a metric modulation because it doesn't evenly get into the new key, but the tempo that you end up in does relate to the original tempo.
I still kind of want to call it a metric modulation because the tempo is related. The tempos are related, if that makes sense. But it's
But the
like
modulation is not there.
it's like if you did a fermata and then a metric modulation. I think that's a better way of putting it. So I think I would want to count it, but I could agree with anyone that says that they don't count it as one.
Yeah, that's the great thing about theory.
Yeah, right.
You can just say whatever you want.
So subjective.
As long
I
as
love
you
it.
as long as you have some information.
There was one other rhythmic moment that I thought they were gonna do another key tempo change towards the end.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I feel like it might be a little slower. Let's get the met
Oh,
out.
I didn't think there was like actually any tempo change at all. I thought they just tricked us out.
Well, it feels a little slower. It might just
It
be
does feel a little bit more laid back.
like 101. Oh, I guess it's like right around the same.
So then what happens in that 1-2 bar moment to throw us
Well,
off?
hold on.
So they do a retardando before it.
So like they do retardando and it gets lower, and then there's a fill into the new the new tempo, the original tempo, the new section.
And I think it also goes halftime. I think that's the other part of it.
Oh,
that makes
shoot,
you feel like
maybe.
it plays back. Or you could also be able to say, I guess, go from double time all the way back.
Yeah, I guess because the build is in eighth notes, like you're hearing it dum dum dum, and then it goes back into just regular, so you could sort of feel it as it going into halftime.
I would like you to refresh your playlist and scroll all the way to the bottom and just listen to the first 15 seconds of Work.
Is this like a teaser or something for us? Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
he is in the ground.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. What? Wait! Stop! Stop! No! That's a bass clarinet! That was not a... No! His hands
Wait, hold on.
are facing the
Is it-
wrong way.
He's like this, yeah.
Yeah. And they're both... Ah! His other hand is... Okay, for reference, you're supposed to hold your flute like this, on this side, with this hand going this way and this hand going this way.
Claw.
He is holding
Claw.
his flute this direction and with both hands.
Wait.
Can they do it? Can you get on his level?
What brand of flute is he playing
Can we
to?
see? I don't think we can tell.
We can't
oh, but
tell.
it's a professional or it's an intermediate level because there's a hole. Never mind, it's a beginner flute. That's
Oh, they're beginner versus...
yeah, because
The beginner
ours have
flutes don't have
holes.
holes.
Oh.
Beginner flutes,
And they don't have 3 keys at
and
the
they
bottom.
don't have three keys
only
at the
have
bottom. It's just basically because your hands are small when you start, and so it's easier to not worry about not making a sound.
Because if you put your hands on the keys but you don't cover the holes, it like... But it would be like...
Yeah,
It doesn't do it.
But why,
I actually
why
did start
holes
a-
now?
I think it's just better.
Yeah. It makes it sound more...
Resonant.
Also, you can change your pitch sometimes.
Cool.
Yeah. We
Bury.
can play our flutes in the ground if we want.
Good, yeah.
If this video gets
More than 5,000 likes?
more than 5,000 likes,
Sure.
we're gonna bury Anna and I.
Because I guess this violin solo does sound like expensive, right? You only hire like a small ensemble or solo violin.
This is so cool.
I love them having new textures and timbres.